Hi everybody, this is Roxy and I am on week 13 of Cardspiration. I recently purchased Ree Drummond's The Pioneer Woman cookbooks, and thanks to Yolanda who turned me on to her a few months ago. I really love this cover of her cookbook. It really speaks to who she is, just kind of this, what she calls herself, an accidental country girl. But I love how they overlaid the flowers along the edges of the book, and just kind of feminized it up with some scallop and the Western type. So I'm going to make some cards. I'm not going to use her on my card, of course, but I'm going to do something to bring in all these colors. There's a lot of blue and green and maybe some reds. And the papers I'm going to use are color book. I found a pad of pattern paper at Walmart and also a pad of solids. And then I'm going to use the Old West Cricut cartridge for the type. And I'm going to make a Mother's Day card and then some birthday cards. And for the Mother's Day card, my mother-in-law is 87 years old, so I'm just going to make it real easy for her to read the sentiments, so that, I've got some Mother's Day stamps, but they're really kind of fine print almost. So, and then I've pulled out some stickers and decals for the flowers and glimmer mist and whatnot. So unfortunately I lost 3 of my videos. I've already finished them, so I've lost 3 of my videos making this, so it's going to be kind of a little bit choppy, but there's a couple techniques I'm just going to show, and then I'll show you the finished cards when I'm done. Well, I'm already done, but when they're done. Thanks for watching, and I'll be right back.
It's a real small town. I mean, it's just kind of downtown. The neighbors call it Mayberry.
Oh boy.
And literally you could tell. I mean, just people walking up and down the street. There's a little church a couple blocks that has a school.
Band show.
Yeah, literally within blocks.
Huh.
Just very, very small town, and it has a central small downtown area that's, and this is on the other end of it.
So how far is it from, like, Minneapolis?
It probably downtown Minneapolis is probably 45 minutes.
Oh, okay.
Because it'd be just going the other direction, from us.
So is it west?
It's west. So if you think Eden Prairie and just go west, that's really about where it is. So it's about probably 20 minutes from Eden Prairie.
Because I'll see things on Craigslist for Tony, and I just go, no.
Okay, so now I've stamped out my LaBlanche. I'm going to use this one. And now I'm doing the Inzi Aquarius painting technique. I'm going to put this, what I'm going to... Plus my inspiration again. There's a lot of blues and greens in there that I want to kind of bring in. And you don't, I mean, seriously, I'm not a painter. I tried in high school, took painting classes. Most of my classes in high school were art, band, and acting. And so, the painting, I loved, like, pottery. I could do any of that stuff, pottery, weaving, but it took me a whole year to paint we had to paint a still life in our art class with acrylics, and I thought, okay, I'll paint my lunch bag, and I had an orange, so I put the orange. I think the layer of paint was about this thick. Where am I? About that thick by the time I got done with it, because I love any kind of style of art, but personally I want to paint realism and I'm not good enough to do that. So it took me all year, and my instructor kept saying, you know, this is fine, move on. I'm like, no, I can't. And so I have the thickest lunch bag with an orange painting by the time I got done with that class. So then I moved on to wood shop and wreaked havoc in that class. That was like in the back in the day when my counselor, when I told him I wanted to take that because they weren't allowing girls in woodshop classes, he like was trying to talk me out of it. And why don't you take a sewing class? It's like, no, I've done that, been there, done that, you know, in junior high. So me and a couple other girls kind of got, not protesting, but we just kept saying we want to do this, want to do this. So they finally let us do it, but we had to take 0 hour. So at 7 in the morning, we were in there chipping, you know, cutting wood and doing this and that. And it's like, yeah, take some nubile novices and stick them on, you know, high-powered, dangerous machines at 7 in the morning. How's that for being smart? I am not a fan of my high school because they kind of were, even like, you know, I played the drums in high school and junior high and grade school. Even that was like, they frowned upon girls doing that. So now I love seeing girls in drum lines and stuff because it's about time. All right, so I think I'm going to do some brown. Oops, what color is that? Okay, brown. So, okay, so it's going to rain here for the umpteenth time of spring here. And everybody's putting everything on hold this weekend. There. So I will be back. I'm just going to edge. I cut this one out, but I think I'm going to leave them as squares like this. And I'm just going to edge this out with some gathered twig distress ink just to get rid of some of that bright white. And then this, I'm going to use my thingamajig. Excuse me. what?
Food on the island.
Oh, they're picking it up for the food drive at the pole. We gotta put it out in the mailbox for tomorrow. Well, the mailman's gonna pick it up. You just have to put it on the ground outside near the box. If you think of anything else, throw it in there.
This is kind of a hodgepodge?
Yeah.
Where's this stuff?
All over.
All over?
Well, yeah, from the cupboard and... Hey, I found the fat-free gravy.
What's that?
Found that fat-free gravy.
Oh, good.
It's in a can.
Oh, fine.
Oops. Okay, so I am now putting on my stickers, and again, I'm just using these from Natasha. Thank you, Natasha. They are so cool. So I'm just kind of trying to there. Not too many. There. Okay. I think I need just a little one down here. There. That's that one. And I'll just quick do a birthday one too. I already started this one. And this one I cut out the bird stamp. But on these, I'm just going to use the square. When I do mounting, especially images like this, I always put something in the middle, because if you send it in the mail, it's going to get squished. And it'll look like it kind of seen better days. I gotta put some little glue on here too. I do like sometimes to not tape down or glue down stuff completely, just so it gives kind of kind of a distressed rumply dimension. Okay, so I'm going to do some flowers. Wish I had some purples. Oh, I don't want to do that one. That one's too cool for this. There are little stickies all over the place. I think that one's good. That's done. And then I can just piece things, you know, that you cut off. Oops, piece them crooked. Okay, so I'm going to finish these and I'll be back. Okay, so here are my cards. Again, my inspiration was Ree Drummond's new cookbook. And I could try to get this in. I'm awfully close. But as you can see, they've got just... And you could actually just do this with flat decals, you know. But I just love the cover of this. It's just so cowgirl, western, you know, just what Ree is about. Pioneer woman. So I used craft cardstock. And this kind of creamy color is from a color book solid paper pack or paper pad that I found at Walmart. The background paper is from the color book pattern paper that kind of goes with the other pad. And this stamp is LaBlanche, and it is not named. I would call it two birdies and a branch. And then again, these decals, or stickers and decals, are from Natasha. She got them from her favorite store, and I think it actually went out of business. So here's my Mother's Day card for my mother-in-law. And I don't know if you'll notice from when I was doing this, I had the A backwards. And then I just cut these letters out of the Old West Cricket cartridge. I'm going to try to do something here. So bear with me. Try to get, oops, a little bit farther away. Whoa, there. Okay, there, sorry. So here is the Mother's Day card. And again, I cut this out and then just kind of distressed it. And then here are the birthday cards. I was going to put ribbon with it, but I just don't think it needs it. I think it's got enough going on. And these were really fun to do, especially the trim part, because you can, you know, even if you have to cut it off, you can use it on the next card or over here. Like what I cut off here, I used on this card down here. So that was it's really fun. And I do like how they turned out. I did paint these with a water brush and distress inks. And I will show that, or maybe I showed it already. I haven't edited the film yet, so I don't know. Okay, so here's that card. And so now I've got, and I've found that out of all the cards we need a lot of birthday cards. You know, I've made get well cards, thinking of you, and it's really, I just think we've just really go through the birthday cards here. So I made 1 Mother's Day and 3 birthdays. But I hope you enjoyed the cardspiration and just proof that you can find inspiration anywhere you go and wherever you see, wherever you look. So thanks for watching, and join my Facebook group, Cardspiration. Just go to Roxanne Furlong on Facebook. Join my group, and you can post and share all of your cards with everybody that's in the group. Thanks for watching. Bye.